and trust us to make it big and even bigger every time right here on radio. And you know that it's always a vibe, and with us the E in energy always gives all that it needs to give, because of course we are your radio experience that you can always and most definitely count on. Well, this is the hour where we get to talk about Abuja. Yes, Abuja now right here on the Media Extra show. It's all about exploring the city to talk about what it feels like to live in Abuja, exploring some of those issues, and then talking about the need to solve some of them if the need be. And today, like I hinted earlier, I have here with me a communications expert and of course a life coach. We will be talking the Abuja dream, balancing ambition with reality. And to do justice to this, I have a very gentleman by my side, or you can call him my brown friend. Yes, talking about Mr. Brown, Mike Ebo. Thank you so much for coming here this morning.
Yeah, Cassandra.
Drums roll.
See.
All right, thank you so much for joining us. Well, how are you doing?
Hey, Cassandra. It's just been wonderful.
I'm used to you calling me Cassie. So are you calling me Cassandra now because we are here on air? You're trying to be formal.
You just wanted to do some Abuja packaging. Just Abuja packaging, Cassandra.
Well, but you know that my friends call me Cassie. And Brian, I know you're my friend, so
exactly,
you have to call me Cassie.
Okay, go call you Cassie. Cassie, how you doing?
I'm very well, thank you, Brown. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just brown.
Oh, okay. All right. You're just brown. Well, my brown friend is here to talk about Abuja. Yes, the Abuja dream, balancing ambition with reality. Now, you know that sometimes people come into Abuja. I want to move to Abuja. Yeah. There is a lot of opportunity here in Abuja. And I think that is one thing that you cannot take away from Abuja, the fact that Abuja is the city of opportunities where dreams are made and ambitions are filled. Yes, because sometimes you could come into Abuja with no focus or no vision, but at the end of the day you would discover that something will just tickle you by just seeing what people are doing.
Exactly.
You'll be motivated,
Exactly.
and then somehow you would just be pushed to succeed by all means. But that push for success, there is a thin line between that push and going overboard. True. Because some people come with the mentality of, oh, I must make it. And this I must make it comes with so many things as well, both the negative things and the positive things. So today we'll be exploring some of these complexities, because you would agree with me that Abuja is a fast-paced city.
Yes,
the fact that a lot of opportunities are there, but somehow people might make mistakes. And I believe that is why we're here today to talk about this, so that in case they find themselves in such situations, they would know what to do and how to do it better. Exactly. Well, thank you so much once again, Brown, for coming right here.
So it is. I'm glad. I know that we're going to dissect this. By the way, it's going to be fun.
It's going to be a lot of dissecting.
A lot of dissecting.
Oh, well, now talking about dissecting things right here, what do you think it is like to live and thrive in Abuja?
Yeah, first of all, Abuja, I usually say Abuja is a place that Abuja is that state in Nigeria. We sometimes we forget it's a state. It's a state in Nigeria.
Okay, this is still very debatable. Some people would say it's not a state.
Exactly. Well, Abuja is a state in Nigeria that has a surname. First of all, FCT.
This is the first time I'm hearing that. That's the only state that has a surname.
Yeah, Abuja, FCT. So it's a good place to stay. I always say to test, support people, that are coming into Abuja. Some people ask me, guy, how is Abuja really? I say Abuja is Abuja, right? Abuja is but it's a great place to stay, and coming in 2021, which I was going to still share my story around that. Coming in 2021, that was my first time coming to Abuja, by the way, and I think it was November. So it's I'm 3 years old in Abuja.
3 years old already in Abuja.
So coming into Abuja for the first time in 2021, just to visit. Eventually, I didn't know that I was relocated to Abuja. So I jackpot from where I was to Abuja. Yeah, where people were jackpotting out of Nigeria, I was jackpotting into Abuja. So my own case was, coming into Abuja. And I think one of the first things I discovered, first place I stayed when I came to Abuja, I don't know, it's like I grew into this Abuja thing, because first place I stayed in Abuja was Gwakwalada.
Okay.
Yeah, for 2 days. They moved to Lugbe, and we keep going and keep going.
And then before you know, you're seeing yourself with the Maitama.
Yeah.
Asokoro.
I'm telling you.
Amen.
Amen.
Somebody.
Not Maraba.
You will remember this prophecy. I'm prophesying into your life.
Thank you. And I was just telling somebody the other day, I was like, please look for a place for me, mate. You cannot come and
you cannot come and kill yourself.
Yeah. So Abuja is that place that you can come to stay. It's it's not like Lagos. I always say that.
You are throwing shades now.
I don't want to start.
You are dragging.
But my Lagosians understand. It's not. I've stayed in both cities. At least I've stayed in Lagos. I grew up in Lagos, and now I'm in Abuja. So I think I can say, there's a big difference between both states.
Okay. So now if I permit me to ask, what do you like about Abuja the most?
First of all, the fact that we don't have traffic, in some places. No, in some places
because yesterday was, I don't know. Mondays are always a thing.
Yeah.
Mondays always come with this very special traffic jam. I'm always wondering does it mean that people who go to work on Mondays, they don't come back? They stay at their jobs till weekend, and then Monday they go back because it's only that yesterday or Mondays that you experience traffic. There'll be a jam, but the other days the road will always be free.
See, let me be honest. I don't want to break this table. Let me just keep
shake it, but don't break it.
I don't want to break this table, but man,
shake it, but don't
a lot of people work on Monday in Abuja, but every other days of the week it is well, man. Everybody, we know how we do it, Sha. We know how we do it. You know that people don't go to work other days, but I think when you talk about traffic jam, it's reduced.
On other
days than Mondays. Monday has that that pressure, everybody feels so.
It's Monday.
Like everybody, man, I have to be at work on Monday. I have to wear tie. I have to, and all that. First of all, I made sure that my Mondays are my off day because I don't like that Monday stress. Seriously, I don't.
So
I
you
usually don't
flipped
do
it.
things on
For
Monday.
you, it's flipped.
Yeah, it's flipped.
Oh, okay.
Rather, I work more on Fridays and weekends, major. But you see that Monday, I don't want to. I don't like the stress.
Okay.
So it's to help yourself in Abuja. You just have to find your balance. Don't kill yourself.
And that is where the conversation comes in. Finding your balance.
Yeah, exactly.
People come in with this, I must make it fast mentality. I must blow syndrome.
Yeah.
There is nothing wrong in aspiring because for me, I have very big ambitions. I want to be up there, just at the top. But somehow, there is a need to know what you're doing at some point. Because if you fail to know what you're doing, or if you are not equipped with the right information or how to go about your quest to make it in life, then you are bound to make mistakes. And sometimes these mistakes cannot be corrected.
True.
Now, what do you think are those things, those factors that are driving the make it fast mentality, especially with people who come into Abuja with, I must make it?
All right. First of all, let me first give you a background, a statistics or something. So last year in Abuja, because I had to make my research, I tried to do
okay.
So last year in Abuja, we were about, according to estimations, we were about 3.8 million in Abuja. And right now, you can Google it, it's about over 4 million right now. So which means that in 1 year, we've had about 180,000 persons thereabouts coming into Abuja to stay, to live, to make a second home, right? So it's just been, that that thing, and that's because of the tenure, or we'll call it the new administration. I think one of the factors was because of the administration.
When there was a change in government, people just want to move closer to power. Because Abuja is the city of power, is the center of power.
And guess what? When you talk about real estate, right, in Nigeria, I think Abuja is one place that real estate seems like it's thriving more than other places. I used to say it's my own village. I don't think you can't be doing real estate. The kind of real estate we do in my village is not the kind of real estate we do here, because because you can't see any land to sell again. But in places like Abuja, there's land everywhere. You can just go to Zuma. I'm not saying you should go to Zumaroko, but there's literally land everywhere. So you can, real estate is thriving. So back to the question you asked, why people doing that?
Yes,
the reason
what's
is
the
because
factor? People having the I must make a blow fast mentality.
Yeah, because first of all, the economy, right? Everybody, there's this thing, or there's this trend, right? Rather, everybody wants to feel like they've made it.
Okay.
I just don't know why. I sincerely don't know why people want to feel like they've made it.
Okay.
So that feeling like I've made it, or I can make it, or I'm making it. So it's also putting pressure on someone, and then someone is also looking at someone. I'm like, okay, this guy is packaging, and then the other person wants to package. So there's this trend or this system that has put everyone into, I just want to, and all that. Then first of all, it's the economy. It's not everybody that is packaging Abuja, by the way.
Okay.
I don't do that. It's not everybody that is doing that stuff. But I'm also saying that economy is one. Number two is the fact that everybody just wants to, feel among and all that.
Okay.
And all that. So it's just those two majorly. Are the things we just want to, and that I don't want to be left behind kind of mindset, and I think that's basically the thing that has put it that way.
The fact that some people do not want to be left behind.
Nobody wants to be left. Do you want to be left behind? Yeah.
But and that is why they are of the opinion that the mindset that they must make it in this Abuja.
Yes.
Somehow.
And guess what? You go to some places in Abuja, you see some houses, you see some places that people stay. Who doesn't want to live in those kind of places? I was somewhere in Maitama sometime. I don't know, I've been mentioning Maitama recently. It's like
there is something connecting you with Maitama.
Calling me. It's like Maitama is calling me. It's calling my name. So I was in Maitama recently, and I was like, wow, this is the first time I'm coming to this area. But I said, wow, and so it was a beautiful place to stay. I said, this is a beautiful place to stay. So
it's a motivation.
Yeah, it's a motivation. So every other person that wants to also, persons that are seeing it, because now social media is powerful, and guess what? We have a lot of guys on Instagram and everybody creating contents about Abuja. So we're only seeing that alone. You also want to come on. You feel like when it comes to this Abuja, that you pick money somewhere. There's somewhere that
there are trees where people are plucking money.
Is located, and I'm going to tell you people where the tree is today.
Brown, please don't make people to stand at the gate before you go out.
Don't worry.
Anyway,
you know the tree.
Okay, so I'm still. Let's still talk about the fact that there are certain things that also contribute to this mentality. Yeah, I know you've mentioned the fact that some people just want to belong in a particular social status or part of the social ladder, climb onto the social ladder. But there are some other cultural and societal expectations that play a very huge role in shaping this make it fast mentality. Because somehow there are people who must make it because they have someone at home or people at home that are depending on them. Well, this is just one out of the factors.
Exactly.
What are those factors? What roles do you think that these cultural and societal expectations play in shaping this I must make it fast mentality?
Okay, so just like you said, I wanted to put it down, that family. If you have a family in Abuja, it's maybe you have a family of four, maybe yourself, your wife, or your husband, and your children. Maybe you have just two children, for example, and you guys see you cannot. It's a different thing when a bachelor is taking care of himself and when
there's a
family.
Married.
Exactly. Only the cost of transportation, cost of food, cost of accommodation. Oh my goodness, that one.
And then children have to go to school.
Exactly. Everybody, you have to do this, you have to do that, and also don't forget that a lot of persons know that you stay in Abuja, and also will ask you how
close
far.
To the president.
Yes. And guess what, man?
There are people who actually have
Do you know
that you're in Abuja, the president is here.
Exactly. So. Do you know how many persons I know from my mind, I think they are joking though. But some people feel like I've seen the president.
You might be shocked that there are people who genuinely feel that because you live in Abuja, you have access to the president. There are people who genuinely feel so.
Yes, some say yes. Somehow you must have seen the president or been around the president or something. There's this stuff close to you. Anyway, it's possible though. Anyway, we saw something that trended. I don't want to break this to something that trended online recently where they said the president moves at night sometimes. So it's possible, Seth. It's a possible thing. But it's not really like that.
Okay.
You can stay the fool and you'll not even meet any of the president. You'll not even see one politician. You know what I know.
Well, it depends on the places that you're actually going to, because this Abuja,
exactly,
you might just be close to someone that you would not even know that is this person that.
Yeah. The truth of the matter is,
and one thing I always say is that don't underrate anyone by how they look, because you might be seeing a big man or big woman. It's not by what they are wearing.
Yes, don't underrate me because I'm brown. But this is the thing, right? Personally, I've been around some of these kind of persons.
Okay.
This person that we're talking about, I don't want to say president. I've not been around, but I've been around some. People, yes, you would say influential people in the society in Nigeria around them, one thing or the other, maybe at an event, maybe an event I volunteered for, something just led to one thing, and I'm there. So it's possible, just like you said, it depends on where you are going to. You can't tell me if you are walking the National Assembly, you'll not be seeing the politicians, you'll not be seeing the senators. I have a friend that recently told me that she works there, and they were like, wow, that means you see, and my mother like, you see, he says it's a normal thing now. The way she was saying it's a normal thing now, and they said, okay, it's not really a normal thing to everybody. Everybody don't get to see these senators or House of Rep members or anybody, and all that. So basically, it's part of it. So back to what we're saying,
family, the cultural expectations and societal expectations is number one.
Key, man. Family, because you have to feed, you have to make sure that those persons that you left at home, they have to take care of them, and things are increasing every single day. And as things increase, you are, whatever you plan for your budget, you are increasing your budget
as well.
So that puts it. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just family for you.
Family, majorly family. I would say family is a major thing when it comes to that. Family majorly.
Okay.
Family majorly.
All right. Now, what about how do people? How can they balance these expectations, like the cultural and societal expectations? How can they balance it in shaping their ambition? Because yes, we all have dreams. We all dream to be something, but somehow we believe that we are Africans and we cannot live in isolation. So as you are planning for yourself, you're also planning for the other person, and this is where black tax is another thing. Even if it's not abroad, if you are living outside of where you are, maybe outside of your village or where you come from, so long as for instance you migrated to Abuja, people are having expectations that you are definitely going to send something back home.
Exactly.
So how can people actually balance this? But you will be answering this question when we come back from this commercial timeout, because we have to pay some bills right here. Thank you so much, my brown friend. You're still tuned and listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and I have been chatting with Mr. Brown, Mike Ebo, and we've been talking about the Abuja dream. Yes, balancing ambition and reality, some of the challenges that are there, and how we can actually pull through at the end of the day. So keep it locked right here. The conversation will continue after this break. Please keep listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Get the desired clients for your business and service and get your phones buzzing. From the 1st of September to the 31st of December, you can advertise and reach a large audience with the Eagles FM Ember Months package. Advertise on any of our platforms and get a whopping 30% discount. That's right, 30% discount. For more information, please call 080 5919 8658 080 5919 8658 or 081 5791 7278 081 5791 7278 7278. The Eagles FM 102.3 FM Ember Package is a sure way to getting a wider clientele for your business and service.
Looking for a professional event planner in Abuja and its environs, but don't know how to go about it? Eagles FM got you covered. Call us today and let's help you fix that event that will leave you with evergreen memories. Call 081 57 91 7278. I take it again, 081 57 91 7278. Thank you.
Thinking about a show with an extra little spice? Crack your ribs and banter till you tire.
I can tell you got big energy.
The Midday Extra is a mix of fun, entertainment, and sick jokes.
The vibe is about to be lit.
Ooh, I see you every time.
Don't you just love good music? I know you do. I don't really care if you're older. On Eagles 102.3 FM.
Alrighty, just stay tuned and listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and it's still the Media Extra show right here with your girl Cassandra, your media chick. But remember, my friends call me Cassie. So if you are my friend, you would definitely call me Cassie. Well, we have been talking Abuja, yes, the Abuja dream. Balancing ambition and reality. And I have here with me Mr. Brown, Mike Ebo, a communications expert and, of course, a life coach. And we are trying to see how people can balance, living the dream or living the way to the dream, climbing the social ladder, and at the same time balancing reality. Because amidst your quest to be who you want to be, there are certain challenges that you may meet on your way. Yeah. But it's very important that you know how to balance it. And just before we went for that break, I was trying to find out how people can actually balance this societal pressure, so to say, now that we've been able to establish the role it plays in people having this make it fast mentality or being ambitious. How can they balance it? Like, there is a pressure that comes from some of these expectations. So how can they balance it?
Okay, so straight up, see, this principle or what I'm about to say now is something that applies everywhere. Set smart goals. Don't just Abuja. It's not like every other city, but set smart goals. All right.
What did you say?
Set smart goals.
Yeah. Smart goals.
Yes,
okay.
Which is very, very important if you're planning anything.
Okay.
You are trying to do anything, plan well, and be realistic in your plans. All right? Be realistic with your plans. Don't go and overshoot your budget when you know you cannot afford it. Right? What you cannot afford now, I don't think you should go borrowing and all that just to get, because if you keep borrowing, you just have a lot of problems facing you already. And I think it's happening everywhere in this. Like, I've heard cases of persons that maybe owing because of they borrowed money for something, maybe house rent or something, and now they are on the run, and somehow they are putting their face on social media or somewhere. This person is running with my money and all that. So just be smart with what your plans. Don't do what what you can. What
do past yourself.
You don't do past yourself. Exactly, my sister. Thank you. Don't do past yourself. Don't go and enter where you're not supposed to enter. Don't what you cannot afford. Please, where you cannot afford yet. Please don't. When I used to tell people that, okay, I'm not a real estate person, but I used to say when people talk about talk about getting the land. I said, to be honest, do you know that there are some places in this Abuja that lands are at least still at least cheap, small mark.
Okay.
Cheap down some of the places you are looking at. Although we know the reasons for this, I want to get this. So just know what you want part time.
Okay.
I've seen people that they stay in Gwagwalada and they are going to work, but they know why they are doing that. It's not safe. And eventually, there's a time it will get to, and they will eventually migrate. That's why I told you that when I was coming to this Abuja, the way my process is just so beautiful. Like from Gwagwalada to Lugbe, and now that we are now mentioning,
heading to Maitama.
I'm telling you, please, anybody may tell me, watch out for me, I'm coming, you know. So
Coming to take over your neighborhood.
But the thing is, I am not jumping. I'm not going to jump. When it is time for me to go to that place, if I don't see any need to even go to Maitama myself, I won't bother myself. Just to go and feel yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm staying there. You know, because you'll be paying bandy. But the thing is, you need to plan well, and just be very smart with your plans. Basically, don't overshoot yourself. You know, don't go and do what you're not waiting and no send you do.
Okay.
Even
Set goals.
even your guardian angel yourself even say, kind of wow, I know send them more. so set smart goals, which is
All right. Okay. All right. We're still talking. What other thing can they do just to balance everything apart from just setting smart goals?
All right. So again, another thing I think is leverage connections. I used to say to everybody, thank you first of all, TMC, for bringing me here, because I say it even to friends. I tell them, see, don't limit yourself when it comes to relationships in Abuja. I don't mean relationship general.
It doesn't have to be romantic.
Exactly. Don't limit yourself, man. I have friends from everywhere in Abuja, like literally. And in 3 years, I was telling someone on Sunday, I said to my friend, and I told her, I said, I don't think there's anywhere I'll enter in this Abuja right now. In 3 years, that I don't
more music at NigerPower.com.
See this life.
That I don't know one person. At least I know one person there. In fact, there was an event I was recently. I realized that almost everybody, like I was just greeting people. Hey, how far? Brown ID, Brown ID.
Yeah, because of those people, your connections have been able to
and it has helped me to build, my social status my own way. Things I actually do, the jobs I actually get, is because I have leveraged
your connections,
the relationships and all that. And one of those places, maybe from church, maybe from events. I look at billboards a lot in Abuja. Whenever I'm serious. I'm one of those persons that...
Another strategy.
Yes,
look at billboards.
Yes, I look at billboards. Please look at billboards. Especially if it's I'm not advertising, but I'm just saying, look at billboards. Maybe an event. You might not even if you're not doing anything that day, just try to step out. We have a lot of things happening in Abuja now. We have carnivals, we have hangouts, we even have some up close. There are some events that privately held events. I was in one recently, and I didn't enter the event by usual invitation. I entered by I wanted to volunteer, and that event is not an event that everybody can come.
Yes,
it's a beautiful free event, but not everyone can come. That's why I need a free has some limitations. So being at that event, I was able to meet some persons. I got to meet some persons. I was like, wow, these persons, I will not meet them on a normal day. I can't just be walking on Airport Road and just bounce. Just catch them or see them. So it just has to be that event. So leverage going for event. Go out. Come on your house. Come out. leave your house and just step out of your house, go somewhere, somehow, some way, there's something there out there for you. And I've gotten a lot of, I've gotten a lot of jobs from there. In fact, I've gotten a lot of jobs without CVs. I'm telling you, this Abuja, I can get jobs without CV. Let me be honest with you. All you need to do, leverage relationships.
Okay.
And that's beautiful. And the person might not be somebody that is popular or somebody that's influential.
That's another thing, people are always looking for big names, but sometimes you might be sitting close to a big name,
I know a big
but
name.
they may not look like a big name.
Exactly.
So in this Abuja, underrate people at your risk, because you might just be sitting close to that industry shaker.
Exactly.
And you will not even know that.
Exactly.
It's an industry
somebody that
shaker.
can shake, they just shake cars. Somebody that can bulldoze an industry. Yes.
That would just say, do this,
just a call,
just a phone call, and just by their breath, something will happen.
Just know that.
Well, thank you so much, my brown friend. Now, moving on to the next part is where, what do you think are those very common challenges or obstacles that people who live in Abuja or people who move to Abuja face?
First of all, having to adapt to the system itself, especially when you're coming from Lagos. I'm sorry, Lagos Shams. I'm sorry. Lagos, we're sorry.
But people say that if you've lived in Lagos, you will live anywhere.
No, that's why I'm living in Abuja now. Now I feel live for Abuja now. But the thing is, first of all, you try to adapt.
Okay.
Trying to adapt is another thing, because again, everywhere is, I used to say jokingly when I'm on stage, I used to say that Abuja, everywhere is far in Abuja. I'm telling you. So somebody's coming from Kuje to Maitama is far.
Okay.
From Maraba to is far. Everywhere is seems like it's far. Even though they are closely knitted, but it's still kind of far. You cannot really trek in Abuja. Do you know? Let me even tell you. I think today, let me tell you what my story. Do you know I've trekked in this Abuja?
Please tell us your trekking story. People want to have their stories.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I think that was in 2020. Yeah, 2022. Yeah, I trekked that airport road.
Wow.
The airport road from Dunamis area to immigration side.
Wow.
That day I knew that journey of that way there's a journey of 1,000 miles. This one journey of 1,000 miles is long.
It's long.
So the thing is,
you're obviously taking your steps. So no matter what, you will definitely
my
get
sister,
there.
I will not lie. I will not try that. I will not try it again. But that was a moment for me that I told myself that this Abuja I will still drive, and
you will drive in this Abuja.
I'll drive. So the thing
trekking today will inspire the driving tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I will just I'll be telling people, Gina, I trekked this road. See, you can even see my footstep on this. I trekked, so I trekked that day. I think it took me something that would take you just 15 minutes. 15 minutes? Yes, that's it. They are stop and that you're using that long. But something that will take you 5 minutes to if you are using your car, took me 3 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours. I'm not joking.
3
hours. The only thing I had that day, I think I had, then pure water was still, I think 10 naira or so, I can't remember. I bought pure water. I just bought pure water, drank the pure water on the road, and I continue my journey
working.
and walking and all that. And since then, God has been so good to me, and I've not had to do any of that. I've not had to do that anymore, because I told God that day, I said, God, listen me, your son.
But you know that somehow your story, if you listen to another person, I think we all have the challenges that were faced at some point. And that is why I always get to tell people at every opportunity I have that people you see there today started from somewhere. Even those that you feel are privileged or are connected still have to do some things for them to be given certain privileges. So if you're not putting in the work, it will be difficult. As much as it's not easy,
Yeah.
You always have to believe that you need to start from somewhere.
You need to start from somewhere.
You need to
just
start from somewhere for you to make it.
You need to start, even if it's Gwagwalada, even if it's Kwali, but start from somewhere. Don't just push. Just that sometimes what you want to achieve, you have to look at it. Okay, this thing I want to get, what I want to achieve, is it close to where I'm even staying? That's also another thing. I won't generally say don't stay in some places. No, I won't say that. What I'm trying to say is, cut your coat
according to not even according to your size these days, because you could be plus size.
Sister,
you could be on the big side.
Cut it, just cut
according
it
to your material.
My material, and the material. So cut it, just cut it. Make sure that you have something, So you just need to also check what I want to achieve. Is it close? Because I've seen people that came to Abuja just under 6 months. They've gotten what they wanted because they strategically position themselves to get that. I say it a lot. I know someone that it didn't even anyway. That one, their plan was to Jakpasha. So coming to Abuja. Another thing. Some people relocate to Abuja because of plans to relocate and all that, which is not bad. It's beautiful. It's a good idea, so that you won't have to be having the going to the embassy, traveling here and there and all that. Some move because marriage, some just a lot. You can't just imagine the reasons why people move. And if you open the phone line now, you hear the reasons why a lot of people move to Abuja. Some, they are chasing one babe, the babe is not. It's almost like as you move to Abuja to chase this babe, or just something. It just has to be something. There's always that thing. There's that thing.
That is always motivating them to move.
Yeah, not necessarily just money, Seth.
Okay.
Sometimes not money.
Sometimes not money, but most times money, because why are you moving to Abuja? Anyway, sometimes marriage, family, basically.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. Now, still talking about the obstacles, you made mention of the fact that the challenges of adaptation, trying to adapt to your new environment, the transportation. What other challenges do you think the Abuja residents face, or people who move into Abuja newly face?
So just like again, I've started with the adaptability and as well the accommodation fees. For my case, man, I squatted for 1 month and before I finally got a house, right? Yes. So sometimes squatting is also a challenge, because you get to stay with someone that you're having issues with the person every day, all that stuff, plenty things. So accommodation issues is one of those things. Is one of those problems. And accommodation is one of those problems. I think basically these ones I've mentioned, that I think personally from my own point of
view,
experience,
from your point of experience,
I think accommodation, transportation, adapting to the system, and not just that, getting to know places. No, we've said this thing. Do you know? I've followed. Gwagwalada is not Gwagwa. There are places that are
Galadima is not Galadima.
So you need to know all.
You need to know those signs. Exactly. If we're using along, how do you start rolling your hands?
You're telling someone that
this is where you're going.
Exactly.
Or then if I'm going to Maitama, I have to do
one sign. You need to know the signs. You need to. In fact, I don't know if there's any school in this, but I think somebody should start.
But somehow you will always be fine.
Somehow, yes. It's like an informal education.
Yes,
it's like an informal education.
You get to watch people do that every day, and then somehow you know that these are the signs for you to do.
Exactly. But my kids, I know I've also entered that issue before, where I stopped. It's crazy, man. But I stopped at AYA.
Okay.
Instead of getting to Area 1. Now, you will say, what is me? My thought is that AYA, that the A in AYA.
Stands for area
You know
one.
what? So, it might look so different, but that was my first time.
But there is
and
definitely someone out there that might relate to what you're saying. Actually,
I'm telling
the
you,
struggles.
and again,
are quite relatable.
that happened at night. That happened at night, and when I first came to Abuja, I had money, one small money. Not that I had all the money, not that I had all the money, but I had one small money that money to enter boat up and down, enter car hailing services. I was just entering any small place, shop. If I'm going to shop, right, I'll just take boat. If I'm going to this, I'll just spending money.
Another thing that I think people should know.
But my sister,
know where to use along, know where to use boat.
My sister, you got it. See, after 3 weeks,
your eye been clear.
Oh my God!
Nobody tell you eye don't clear.
My account was reading somehow. I was like, God.
That this Abuja, that's all that they do.
Let me even go outside. Go to meet people. Say, please, I beg.
How do I get to
I
this
want rich. They get this place where they go. They say, where's the name of the place?
In Abuja, you will learn by force.
I'm going to Apo. Where do I say, okay, when you get to this, you take this and all that. So all that was because so I think it was just another way of me learning.
Yeah,
I learned the hard way.
Of
you know,
course.
I gotta learn.
I
learned the hard way. So I had to learn from when my money was depleting. I just had to tell myself the truth, Brown. You have a long way to go.
And I think that's another mistake that a lot of people who come into Abuja or live in Abuja do, especially the young ones. Every outside you want to go. Anywhere. Once they say we're outside, you want to go outside.
My sister, the outside. Please,
outside
in this Abuja is expensive. Someone said, I used to joke. I joke a lot. So the thing is, I say only to think of going out in Abuja, you have spent 10K. You have to 10K. Only to think, I'm going somewhere. Like
only the thought you have paid for
the
it.
Thought of it.
The decision to move out of your house.
So in your mind, you're like, should I go or should I not go? Because you
5K
must spend,
has been debited.
Somehow, So, but I wouldn't say that should also limit you from going out for your opportunities.
Yeah, you need to.
Because in the streets of Abuja has a lot of opportunities
of course.
A lot of persons are not seeing on daily basis. I say this all the time. I just used to wish that I maybe one day I'll have a conference for opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities in Abuja. A lot of things that a lot of us are not seeing. That that if you stayed in Lagos, if you come to Abuja, you think about it. I'm seeing it in Lagos. Why not? If we do it in Abuja, although it's anyway, that's one thing with everything that you want to start first. You have to have a lot of shakes here and there, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's possible. Now,
succeed.
talking about possibility and the fact that we all can succeed so long as we continue to thrive. What advice would you give to someone who is moving to Abuja for the first time?
So quickly, man, I just even had a friend that just moved into Abuja a few weeks ago.
Okay.
And one of the things I usually tell people is, first of all, I have this thing, and please mind me, I have this principle from the Bible that says, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these other things will be added unto you. And that's helped me in every place I've stayed literally, so I've stayed some places, and anytime I go to a new location, I first of all locate church. I don't know why. Somehow, maybe because I'm natural, I locate the church because that church sets the precedent for me to start.
It gives you a sense of community.
Yes, you have that community first of all. I'm telling you cannot grow in Abuja without a community.
So if I'm not a Christian, what do I?
No, I'm not even going to say church. I'm saying church is there. Whether if it's a mosque, even just getting to Abuja, you can even browse about it. There are events that are happening in Abuja every single week. Every single week, there's one event or the other that is happening in Abuja. Even if you don't have, there are a lot of parks that you can go to. Go to Millennium Park. There are a lot of parks you can go to. Just go, network, ask questions. Hey, how you doing? How is it like staying in Abuja? From discussing with that person that that you are asking, how is it like staying in Abuja? You've gotten that person, a new friend you've just gotten, and from that new friend will link you to another friend, to another friend, to another friend. Before you know it, man, you're everywhere. Like, most everybody in Abuja and all that. And they were like, oh, guy, what do you do? Yeah, I do this, I do that. Oh, really? I need someone to do this for me. So I think that's been my own template for me. So get out of that house you are, like, step out somehow, step out, but again, plan. Number 2, step out, plan, step out, and then as well, just build, have a community, find a community, and be careful of the community, because they're obviously
you must have a sense of discretion.
Where you want what you want. If you want there are tech communities in Abuja. If you want the business minded guys, they are there. If you want if you just want people that just like living life any la vida, look, they are there. If you want people that with your money,
it depends on your vision. It depends on what you want.
Will show you your destination.
Anyway,
Exactly.
thank you so much,
Thank you.
Brown Mike
Thank you.
Ibo, for coming right here on the Abuja Now segment on the Midday Extra Show. It's been an amazing time talking to you and also listening to you share your personal experience. And I hope that our listener out there will be able to pick some things from the things that you've said right here today on the program. Thank you so much for coming.
TMC, thank you so much. I'm grateful, and I'm sure to come back soon.
Of course,
I love
we hope
the
to have
radio,
you again,
I love radio.
again and again. Thank you so much. All right, then, listener, there you have it. It is important that we balance ambition and reality. Yes, while it's okay for us to aspire, for us to, dream of becoming big, how are you going about it? Are you meeting the right people? Are you doing the right things? It's very important that we ask ourselves these pertinent questions, because at the end of the day, it's not just about coming to Abuja. It's about how you live and thrive in Abuja and how you accomplish yourself in Abuja here. There is so much to uncover. A lot of opportunities are there for you to uncover, but are you chasing your ambitious goals in the right way, or do you even have goals at all? I think it's time for you to go back to the drawing board and see how you can do better for yourself. And I'm hoping that this segment, or this particular episode of the Abuja Now segment, I was able to shed light on some of these issues of what it is like to live and thrive in Abuja. I am Cassandra Yunumbe. Thank you so much for coming here today, right now, on Abuja Now segment. I'm hoping that you will stay tuned till it's top of the hour, 2 o'clock, because with me, it's always lit right here on the Media Extra Show. Thank you so much, and keep listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. I'll leave you with this one put together by Keys Daniel, and he calls this one No Do. Basically, no do past yourself, because one man thing is another man poison. So, live within your means as you live and thrive in Abuja.